anything that goes on with the stream. And this is going to look awkward because I need to turn up you. Okay. So everybody should be able to hear you guys.
Hello?
Hello.
What's up, Twitch, and hopefully some people that come over from YouTube, as I did post that all this stuff is happening. Welcome to our Pathfinder game. I will be your DM, Kaji Okami, and I am joined today by these four wonderful people here, three of which know what they're getting into. The fourth one, it's gonna be a ride. Alright, so, right off the bat, I'm gonna have all of you roll me initiative. This is to see what order you guys arrived at this tavern in.
Ah, there it is. 8.
Initiative.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright. So, let's shift you all over to the bar. So, a little bit of backstory. You all are... You're not brand new to the adventuring business, but you're still not high enough that people actually expect you to go out onto your own. Depending upon the mission, of course, because you're not level 1 noobs. You're not the level 1 squishy people. So, you all took separately this mission, and they told you to go to the town of... Let me actually find its proper name. It does have a name. Polanios. In order to meet up with a specific person who will help you throughout your mission. It shouldn't be hard enough to where you guys can't take it on alone, as it's just a group of mountain bandits that keep ravaging this poor town. But rumors have surfaced lately that they've managed to tame a pack of... What the fuck are they called? I am terrible with names. I'm just gonna post it in our Roll20 chat because fuck me attempting to pronounce this.
Dionysius.
Yes, those things.
Dinosaurs.
Awesome.
So there's rumors going around. Nobody can confirm these, of course, but there's rumors that they have managed to tame a pack of them. So this means that they don't really want to risk you going out and just dying on something that should be relatively easily. So they told you you will meet your, as they put it, handler at the Creaky Tavern Inn. And our first person to arrive is Rennis. So,
Hi.
Rennis, you walk in and you see this scene. For what used to be five guys drinking their troubles away in their dying town, the fourth one currently under the table, as it were.
Okay.
Two dwarves just here attempting to keep the town afloat through construction work. A bar owner and the person who you were instructed to meet up with.
Nice.
And she goes by the name of Saras.
Sora. Ernest will look at the people drinking, dwarves, give an awkward nod as he shambles in slowly.
All right, if you would please give a description of your character for the audience, because although they can see your thing
Yes.
easily enough.
The whitest elf.
Yeah. Ernest is from what you can see, he's an elf. Very clear. Has a slight case of albinism. White as fuck, everywhere. Average height, standing at about 5'11". He looks to be for an elf. He looks to be in his early hundreds, so he's barely past, barely an adult. So, wearing very drab clothes, gray, all around. At a side, it doesn't really stand out aside from the way he looks. He kind of covers himself up a lot. But on his side is a book that has a woman with two heads, essentially, with essentially like a woman with a face on the back of her head. A very large book that kind of clangs as he walks around.
All right.
Kind of awkwardly shuffles. It's like, uh, excuse me. Are you Sarah? My handler?
I am.
Oh, nice to meet you. I am Rena Soranson. I'm not sure if you know, but I am supposed to meet you for a job.
Yes. There are 3 others on their way. Please be patient as we await their arrival.
Oh, I thought I was late. Could I buy you a drink or some food?
No, I have already eaten, but thank you for the offer.
Renus will put his pack on the stuff next to him and sit patiently waiting for the people. Kind of pull out the book, start looking through it.
All right. The next one to arrive of our 4 adventurers is Arthur Goldmane, who arrives to the same site as Rennis, only he also sees Rennis.
Now, on the paper here, it says that this should be the right building.
You are indeed aware that this is the proper building due to the slightly worn out sign above the building and the fact that you find the description of your handler sitting at a table.
Is going to walk to the table, giving a friendly gesture towards the dwarves, and take a seat at the table. Well, hey, howdy, how are y'all doing today? Sorry I'm late. Had a little trouble with my compass.
You're not late at all, sir. You're the second person to arrive. Well, third if we're counting. Nice to meet you. I am Renus.
A pleasure to meet the both of you. I'm Arthur Goldmane. Yeah.
It is a pleasure, Arthur. Anything interesting or unique about your character that you would like to describe for the audience?
He, for the most part, he looks human. He has, as you kind of look at him, he doesn't seem like the typical adventurer in like leather armor and whatnot. He seems more so of like somebody who's like a guild artisan or like a tinkerer of sorts, with little like gadgets and doohickeys on his person.
All right. These are important things to take note of. All right. So our third adventurer to arrive at this point is, if things want to cooperate, roll 20. Ithrall.
I see another one. Has to die.
Uh,
Technically need to increase the size of that token.
that's right. You are a large creature.
Yes. Ithril Maul is a large insectoid known as Trox. He's clearly, and he is wearing our old soldiers uniforms. Vishna, Vaishya, and and is holding a large battle axe. He is rather starred. He does appear the part of a soldier at least. He does appear to be wearing a scarf and carries a large gallon of some sort of drink on his hip. He'll begin to prod his way over to the sea. Go into the table, the more esoteric people. Are you one of the ones I'm supposed to meet for the job?
Yes, I am your handler, Sarah.
All
And
right.
what might we be calling you?
I am Ithril Maul.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Ithral, sir. My name's Arthur.
I am Renus. Meet you, sir.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Could I offer you a drink or some food? On me, of course.
I think I'll be fine.
All right. Last and not least is Zelda.
Yep. Eh. Young human woman enters. Copperish colored hair, light blue eyes, pale skin, but a surprising amount of freckles scattered over her face. She's also in half plate and carrying a symbol for Eodema. Or I'm probably not pronouncing that properly.
Iomade.
Eomedia. Iomade. Mentioned I'm the first time player. Iomade. I'm going to say, she is going to say it right. I will probably mispronounce it the whole game. Anyway, she enters, looks around, smiles, sees Sarah, and she is going to head over.
So,
Hi! Yeah, good.
something that you didn't expect to find here, although the name sounded familiar and the kind of build sounded familiar, it's been a number of years since you had last encountered Miss Saras. But upon actually seeing her, you recognize her from your days in training to be a paladin.
Aw!
You know that she herself is not a paladin, but she is most definitely one who does fight alongside paladins very often. or she shares a lot of their core beliefs, but she just never had the skill, you could say, to manage to be a paladin.
Okay. When she sees her, she's actually going to pick up speed, go over, pull her into a big hug. Oh, it's been so long. How are you?
Ah, I did not expect you to be one of the adventurers. It's good to see you. And she embraces you
I
in
feel
a
so dumb. The name sounded so familiar.
well, it has been a couple years. So
Smiles and nods. Well, very carefully set her back down. Oh, is this the rest of the party?
yes, these are your 4 companions. 3 companions.
Renus gives an awkward nod, awkward wave.
Pleasure to meet you, miss.
Oh, pleasure to meet all three of you.
All right.
Could I offer you some water or alcohol, food?
Mm,
If they have milk, that'd be nice.
think.
I don't know if they have milk, but I'll go ask.
Thank you.
Renus will awkwardly stand up and go over to bartenders and ask, "Excuse me, do you serve milk? Please?"
He walks over straight across from you and puts an elbow onto the counter. Milk.
Yes, milk.
Just
Not sure whether cow or goat. Type of milk. Can I see your selection of your milk?
he gives you an awkward look, and after you ask that, he just this kid needs help and walks over and pours you a glass of milk.
How
And
much?
uh, that'll be one silver.
Okay, and please, can I have three, 4 empty glasses?
If you could please restate that for my sake, because I didn't hear what you had asked.
Oh, could I please have 4 empty glasses? Did you catch me that time or not?
This is just the kind of reaction that he gives you. This very, very confused look before getting you 4 empty glasses
Yes. Thank you.
and sitting
How
them
much do
on
it?
a tray table.
Yes. Thank you, good sir. I toss him another silver. And I just take the tray and walk away.
At least his money's good.
And I will awkwardly shuffle back onto the table and put the milk in front of the copper lady, freckle lady, and I will run my hands over the 4 glasses and create water into them.
All right.
Oh wow, that's a neat magic
Look,
trick
man.
you're doing there.
It's just parlor tricks. I'm not really good at magic. I sup a glass of water.
Nelda picks up her glass of milk, takes a sip. Thank you.
Ifral Maul will open up the Dallin jug he has. The immediate smell of alcohol is apparent from it. Starts drinking from that.
And Arthur's going to casually just sip on the water.
Well, now that we are here, you are aware of the bandits around. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is indeed what it says on the paper.
Okay. So, a few things that the job description doesn't state. First off, these bandits are in moderate number. Secondly,
We're,
they
we're talking
have.
like 10, 20, 30.
It's uncertain, but we know that it's definitely not just a small band of like 5 or so. So expect a moderate opposition. Secondly, we know that they are relatively clever. So stay on your toes as we proceed. Also, in case any of you weren't aware, they may have tamed some dinosaurs. You can tell that she kinda has a hard time keeping a straight face as she says that.
Man, sometimes you gotta question the intellect of the bandit. I mean, if they're contained dinosaurs, why do they have to rob people?
Yeah, it feels like they could make more money selling them as mounts.
I mean,
This
I
Maybe
was thinking
eggs.
circus. I was thinking circus, so, but that works too.
True.
there isn't a lot of money in the circus, contrary to popular belief.
this is exactly why it's kind of hard to believe and why they're just rumors. Because if they're as smart as people say, and they have these dinosaurs as rumors are leading people to believe, then why are they still bandits? You then hear one of the men from the other table just speak up. They have dinosaurs, I tell you, one of them ate my brother! Slamming his drink down onto the table, obviously wasted.
Dingoes ate my
Well, I mean, there's worse things to get eaten by.
Hopefully, we'll won't get eaten though. I don't think my armor is really digestible.
Thinking about the health of the animal all the way.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the animal's fault. They just happen to be being handled by bad people.
I swear, Civ. Is this if this is the way you turn us into Power Rangers? I'm not gonna be angry, but I'm just gonna be disappointed.
No, if I was gonna do that, then the first one that you guys would have found would have been a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You can't. The Red Ranger always has to be spawned first.
Cowardice.
I've decided I'm the awkward ranger.
Uh,
What is your simple? Just
Look,
a
look.
glass half full or half empty?
Look,
No.
look. I'm already wearing red, so I'm already fitting the point.
you're also the largest one, which arguably of the original Rangers, Jason was. All the way up until Tommy joined.
Hmm.
By that I mean Jason was literally one of the most skilled and the buffest of them.
Yeah, that
High
would also
school
mean that.
students.
Yes, they are.
Uh, well, once you have finished your drinks, we can begin to proceed. We have about a quarter day's ride to the cave where they are said to have posted.
Should we maybe discuss tactics before we leave?
Tactic.
I'm yes. Get to know each other's abilities. Like I'm not very good at fighting, but I can support you guys with healing magic if need be. That's my abilities.
All right.
And I have a bunch of doohickeys and doodas that let me do things.
Paladin, so yeah, pretty much going to be in the front lines, I think.
Fighter. Yay.
Woo! Bestie!
Oh,
We're going to keep our squishy friends safe.
forewarning: if you see a bird, please don't hit it. That's my friend.
What kind of bird?
Eagle.
Ooh,
Feather colors or any or is it just a regular eagle?
You'll know it when you see it.
He will be considered.
Once we get into combat, I can promise nothing.
Are y'all ready to try to see and if they do have dinosaurs indeed?
throws back a glass of her milk, sets the glass carefully down the table. I'm ready.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
So as Saras gets up and starts walking around the table to where her lower half can be seen where it couldn't before due to her height and the table itself, you see that she has what appear to be several flasks around her waist.
Just like Pa.
Where are you?
It has been so long since I've thought of my homeland that it's very much hard to say.
Right.
And if we are quiet, allow me to turn some people up.
Well, I reckon it's not an issue. I'm just saying that you remind me a lot of my Pa.
I had her say that because I could have sworn I heard Ithral sit here and ask where she was from. Or maybe it was you that I heard. I thought I heard somebody ask where she was from.
Ithrall did.
Okay, so I wasn't going crazy. Good. And chat, I'm sorry if I get quiet sometimes. When I get into portraying a character, my voice range will go from wherever they are, or should be, to try to, do what little voice acting I'm actually capable of. And sometimes that'll make me a little bit more difficult to hear. And there's not much I can do about that because if I fix that in Discord to where you'll be able to hear me easier when I do that, I might be destroying eardrums at other points.
Hey.
All right. So she leads you out into the town and it takes you over to her cart, as I highly doubt any of you bought one.
Nope.
If I buy one, I don't have to buy an animal.
Uh, so she leads you to her cart, pulled by two Clydesdale horses. Have to state that because of the fact that we have an animal lover, Nelda, here.
Yes.
So these things matter.
Very much so.
And you guys begin a 2-mile ride up to the mountain. And Nelda, making things easy on you, leads you to the cave entrance, which she had scouted a few days prior. She hasn't entered herself because that's not her job, but she did find the location.
Hello?
Hello?
Sylvie still there?
Yes, I am.
Sorry,
Stop.
just abruptly came to a stop.
That's because I started setting things up.
Moving
Sorry.
stuff over. That's fine. Okay, I need to move that down to names.
All right. Upon entry, you see her take a swig of one of the flasks, and it seems to hit her kind of hard. It'd show you that it's definitely some kind of alcohol in there.
Are you sure you should be drinking on the job, ma'am?
Uh, come on. Before a fight is the best time to drink, she says as she takes out a set of um, mithril brass knuckles and sets them onto her fists.
Well, I guess so.
Doesn't that defeat the purpose of mithril?
Well, their technical weapon term is brass knuckles, but they're made out of mithril.
The whole point of mithril is that it's lighter.
And far more durable.
Eh.
Which is why she
Yeah,
had them
this is
made
a
out of
game where
mithril.
things can be broken.
Yep. You can definitely sunder a weapon in this. So she purposely had her knuckles made out of mithril, so that way they're not that way unless you use something on mithril or higher, they're basically never gonna get broken.
Or
you
you
just
drop them in lava. Lost
Yeah.
3 armors that way.
Ouch.
Yeah. But that's part of using something stronger than mithril. Lava technically is. So, you all enter this cave, and it's all on you.
I'll look at this. I think look for traps, just in case. But if these bandits can train dinosaurs, they might be very crafty.
Alright, so what kind of vision does everybody have?
I have,
I got 60 feet dark vision.
yeah, I have 60 feet dark vision.
Okay.
I'm a human. I have nothing. I have normal vision.
Okay, that means you are almost completely in the dark. you're only able to see about 10 feet away from you.
Don't suppose anyone has a light spell.
I give her a torch.
Thank you.
All right, you're
Author will torch.
Oh, in the dark, Renus's eyes will glow perfect, like give out a dim glow.
all right.
You need a just a general perception check, or just when there's a trap, you'll just say roll perception.
So rolling perception is on you guys. So when you feel like you should roll perception, roll it. When you get within distance to where you'd be able to see an enemy, I will purposely ask for your perception so I can do perception versus stealth to see whether you guys notice them or not, and vice versa. If anyone's even going to try to be stealthy.
Let's. No.
Oh,
I can try to be stealthy. I don't think I'll be stealthy.
I mean, I can be stealthy for 2 rounds.
I don't think my -5.
Will allow it.
Eh. I'm just start hitting this.
I'll start following.
yep.
I'll give a perception check at this area because this looks like a great place to put a tripwire.
All right.
Here's my perception.
Nice.
Wasting all the good rolls. That's not right.
So, as of yet, you see nothing.
Alright. It's safe. You can go
Yeah.
on, sir.
Go right here. Look around the corner. To our right.
All right.
Anything there?
Nothing that you can tell.
I
Yeah.
I do have a little trick that I can use, but it only lasts for 12 seconds. Should I?
Save your tricks. We know what we're dealing with.
Yeah, I'm doing the easy thing, the smart thing. I am setting up sight bubbles. I would set up Nelda's, but since Nelda's sticking with the party and they can see further than her due to dark vision.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust my teammates.
Uh,
Yay. What is this? Up here.
I think spikes.
Purposely obvious spikes.
Alright, I'm gonna look for a trap in this general area.
So I need. Oh, nope. Not yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to look for a trap in this area.
Okay. 1 sec as I get a reflex save from Ithral.
Aw.
I have a song to sing for Ethereal. It's called Dust in the Wind.
So, Ithrol, thanks to his large nature, almost topples over into this.
Rude.
It's also the fact that you're a large character that you didn't topple into that with that reflex save. So, blessing and a curse, by all rights. Now, go ahead and make your
I mean, I think he just made my perception check for me.
well, you can still make a perception check. There might be more.
Yeah, alright. 26. I have no modifier because I don't have trap finding. Like, it's just my normal perception.
There you go. Aside from the blatantly obvious, well, no, you actually can't see the spike traps. You don't have direct line of sight to them because of where you're standing. But you do notice that one.
Yep. I point out there's another hole over there. You might want to see if you can trip into that one.
You okay?
Must I sing you the hardness of walls?
Not familiar with it.
You'll learn,
Is that a
but not
is that a
important.
is that a poem you're writing?
No. No. Well, it won't really be me singing, but that's besides the point right now.
Right. I believe it's safe to move on up until that point. I point out the other hole. I'm like, there's another hole over there.
Squints into darkness.
Yeah, you currently have about a 30-foot sight with that torch.
Yeah. That's why she is sticking close.
See those spikes? See anything here?
Go ahead and roll perception.
Oh, I see.
I did not mean to roll
Yeah,
4d6.
rolled something.
Perhaps.
Okay.
It's my perception. Can I roll
Ooh,
perception?
17.
Ready?
Okay.
20.
Nice.
Let's see. This fun little trap is pointed out because you're able to see it. Both of you. Well, no, only Renius due to sight limitations.
Oh,
I was more doing perception of the spikes. See if they're bloody, if there's sign of scales.
They just seem like handcrafted iron spikes that were put into this, almost like armies will do to help defend against things like cavalry charge and whatnot, to impale foolish people who are just charging about, or to be used as a forced upon trap.
Okay. Good to know. So they haven't seen use. All right.
is that a crossbow or a...
No, it's not.
That's a swinging.
Alright.
It's this.
Yeah, I point out there's a pendulum blade. I don't know what it's called right there. Do you want me to find a way to disable it? Out of character, what was that? I didn't catch it.
We can go around.
Alright.
Also, Renice, you hear soft panting of dogs
Where?
coming from around here.
Where was that again? I'll point out to the others that there are dogs around this area. I assume dogs or dinosaurs. Why not both? Yeah, I'll just point out the direction of the dogs to the group. I'll say, I assume it's dogs or dinosaurs. Maybe both. Maybe nothing at all. Perhaps I'm wrong.
Mayhaps.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on a minute. So first off, I need perceptions from everybody, and there's going to be some...
2. Perfect.
0.
Oh god,
11.
Ithrall,
Ouch.
you're blind and deaf right now. Oh my god, that's a
It's
nat
not-
one.
It's not blind, it's just obliviousness.
You heard nothing, you saw nothing, there's obviously nothing.
The torchlight is pretty.
It just means I'm not evil. I see no evil. Speak no evil. Do no evil.
Just to keep him safe, I cast protection from evil.
So, these guys aren't being very stealthy at all. And what little stealth they had was broken as this poor schmuck starts ranting and raving about stepping in some dog shit. He got a nat 1 on his stealth roll. So,
Nice.
yeah. So, Rennis and Arthur notice these people.
Guess they'll die then.
Does Saran notice them? She
No,
is a
due
lot
to...
closer.
Yeah, that's what I was about to roll. I was gonna
Okay.
do her
Sorry.
perception. I don't think I put her skill ranks anywhere. Yes, she does. And no, I didn't. So I'm just gonna add like 7. She has 160 skill ranks that I have to put around. So I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna add 7 to each of her rolls.
Fair enough.
So she does, but she just kind of shrugs it off. Again, it's not her job to deal with these people. It's just to make sure you people don't die.
Guys, I think we might have found them, and no, they don't have dinosaurs.
I'm slightly disappointed, but slightly
Also disappointed.
yes. Ah.
Outstanding.
I hold the thrall's hand and I point him in the direction of where the guys came from. I'm like, they're that way.
Which hand?
The one that's not occupied.
I got 5 of those.
Yeah.
This is from right to left. Uh, but what is it called? The second left hand.
All right then.
Oh, like
Uh,
there. And I point out to Nelda, I'm like, they're over there too. Trust me. I'll send my bird.
so yeah, Nelda would have heard him, so she knows that they're there. She just can't physically see them with her 30-foot sight radius.
Exactly.
Because with a 2, a nat 1 is most definitely under that. That guy's literally
But the
impossible not
question
to
is,
hit.
did they notice us?
Well, none of you are hiding, so as long as they don't get...
I got a 20 for stealth.
Well, yes, but you've also been speaking a lot since then.
Spoken out loud, so they would know the direction I'm in, probably.
Okay, so I'll accept one of these guys cares that you're here and knows that you're around. So they had noticed you, which is why they started coming this way, started stealthing. He just lost all care because now his good boots are covered in dog shit.
Outstanding.
So I assume if there are only 4 of them, there might be more inside. This might just be the welcoming party.
Alright. We have turn orders in this thing for everybody, so you just... Why did I have 2?
Some of us were on there twice.
Yeah, I was noticing that, and I'm like, why? There we go.
Wow. There's my initiative.
I see. Shame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to move you to the back of the line then.
Sorry, kiddo.
I tried my best, you know. Got a 9.
Bah.
Roll 20, don't be doing this. Come on. Thank you.
Listen, all that matters is I go before them, not before.
Actually, a nat 1 forces you to go last.
While you're doing that roll.
That's the actual rule within the book.
Oh. Cool.
You're the first turn of initiative. If you get a nat 1, you're forced to go last. Well, fuck.
So the back line is dead. Shame.
Let's see. What is the addition? Okay, so the dogs get +1.
I'm sorry, Arthur.
That's a 3 and a 17. This is how it normally goes with roll 20. Let's see. Okay, so they don't have anything that gives them extra things to do anything, so it's just a +2 from Dex. That means there's an 18, 21, a 22, and an 8. Nat 22 ends up going first because that's a nat 20. All right. Oh, and actually, I'm just going to obliterate this 8 from the turn order right now. Because technically he's not in the fight. He doesn't give a shit. Oh, my bad. It's an 18 that's gone from the fight. Thank you, Roll20, for managing to allow me to see exactly which ones are which. All right. So, this guy's gonna start out with his longbow. Composite longbow. Oh god.
Ouch.
Oh boy.
You'll
Oof.
be fine. This is fine.
Damn it. Oh, thank
Did they
god.
confirm?
That is only 6 damage.
Wait,
I
on
mean,
a
you
on a
need to roll
20,
to
don't
see
you
if
have
it
to roll to
confirms.
confirm?
Yes.
Thank you. It does not, because I think it's 10, isn't it?
What is your AC? No, in Pathfinder, you have to beat the AC in a confirmation check a second time.
Oh. Okay, sorry.
So, actually, yeah, his base AC at the very least will be a 10 because you add 10 to it. So it's a hit for 2 damage.
We'll
On who?
say,
On Arthur. He is technically the closest one to him, and that's the first one that he'd target. Especially since the avian looks like they are drunk. Which
If he's hitting me right. My AC is a 15, not a 10.
well, I was just saying at base, at the very least, it would be a 10, even if you had no armor.
No, it's
Or
touches
dex.
12, touches 12, flat-footed 13, AC's 15.
Yes. I was just stating that 6, even if you had no armor, no dex, that 6 would still not be a successful confirmation. Because you add 10 to your AC naturally.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, he's explaining things for me. Sorry.
And to confirm these things with myself, so that way I remember how they all
Okay.
work.
Fair
I
enough.
generally play Pathfinder on Fridays, but quarantine has shut that all down because we meet in person.
Mhm. Ouch. Sorry.
So it's been a few weeks. So yeah, that's 2 damage to Arthur. Because that nat 20 was confirmed by a 6, which means it's automatically a hit.
it hits, but
Just
it's not
no
confirmed
critical.
critical.
She's just gonna kind of stumble over here. Just a little bit. That is 40 feet. And he is wielding a rapier. A 10 will not hit. Next up is Puppy. Okay, there it is. It's attempting to bite you. And bite you it does! Thankfully, it's not a crit. Because it did not beat your 15 AC. So that is 4 more damage. Ithral.
All right. Let's see. Right. Here. Then use the rest of my movement. Charge action. I'll just make here. And I'll, in my turn, since I wasn't able to did it direct.
Did you double move or did you charge? Because if you charge, you get a +2 to hit. When you base it's a 4 round action essentially to attack. +2 to
Yeah.
hit, but -2 to AC.
Yeah, but I needed a sort of straight line to get to them. And I think that got in the way.
Yeah, that plus your allies.
Allies don't
Yeah.
count. You can move through allies just fine.
Okay. I know that there's a specific feat that allows you to do that. That's why I was saying. In Pathfinder, there is a feat that allows you to make a charge action through allies. Otherwise, allies do matter. I know my monk had it.
Shame.
Okay. Bandit's gonna walk over here and attack Ithral. Does that beat your AC?
15? No.
Okay. Didn't think it would. Arthur.
Well, I believe I'm going to, between the pupper and the guy, I'm going to try to hit the pupper with my rapier.
All right.
Nice.
Even better, you managed to confirm. So that's 8 damage. Okay, where's their health? and you have successfully skewered a pupper's right through the
Aw.
eyes and into the brain for an insta-kill. A swift, mostly painless death.
I'm sorry, small one, but I can't have you be biting on me legs like that. I kind of need those. And that's all he's probably going to do for his turn.
I had a feeling, because unless you were going to disengage, there wasn't anything more you could do. Unfortunately, right now at level 2, you only have one attack that you can make per round.
Yeah.
Alright, so Nelda.
Yep. Let's move up. I'm going to double move, that way I can actually do something next round. And that will be all
Actually,
she can do
that's
for
only...
now.
If that's only 30 feet, then you have enough movement.
Well, because of my armor, I lose some of it. I have 4 overland, or 4 squares. Unless I've completely read that wrong, which is possible.
If you are you wearing heavy armor?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have half plate.
Yeah, that'll reduce you to 20 feet. So
Yeah,
Yep.
I forgot about the penalty.
I upgraded.
Alright. Puppers number 2. Actually considering things. They haven't actually seen most of you attack yet, and so they're currently terrified of the giant thing.
how rude.
But understandable nonetheless.
It's discrimination, I say. Misses.
Rennis.
Redis will, because he's not a fighter, he walks up over here, tells you guys can do it, I believe in you, and pulls out his book and turns to a page and points behind this guy right over here. And I will summon a celestial hawk.
Aw.
And he'll say, Charlie, can you please attack?
Alright, so we're going
And
to have to roll initiative for your companion. Granted, they're...
no, they go on my turn.
Ah. Okay.
And it's a standard action, so they act now, essentially,
Yeah.
instead of the normal prerequisites. So he's over here, and can you give me like just a random token? I'll just use the Conch Giella token if that's all right.
Here you go. Your fancy bird.
That works for me.
Ah.
It's bird shaped. If you think about it.
I can't assign health and that stuff to that, but I'll take it, I guess.
It's because you weren't the one who brought it out. It doesn't have an actual token.
Fine.
Yeah.
Draw your own amorphous blob then.
You know, yeah, I'll adopt yours, okay? Just because I have a shit ton of summons, I'm just gonna use the cart. So that's it. And so he's gonna use all of his primary natural attacks. So 2 talons and a bite on this guy.
You're only able to do one primary attack a turn.
If you have natural weapons, you can attack multiple.
Yep.
That's why natural weapons are dangerous.
Yep. Especially early on. Later on, they're not as good as BAB increases. Yep. So here's his first talon and second talon. This is with all the modifiers.
So those will miss.
Yep. And here's his bite. As his last natural attack. He's not that good. He's just there to be another body. Charlie's trying his best, okay?
All right. Now this guy will enter the combat with his 18. He finally got the shit off his shoe and he's ready to fight. Yeah. You guys can do it. I
That's
believe
moral
in you, Nelda.
support.
Strike him down with Iomede's wrath as she takes another drink. And right over here, gonna use a rapier on Nelda. Three.
That's unfortunately gonna hit.
1d6 plus 1. Oh, hold on. I need to roll another d20.
Oh, right. It's the range.
Yep. It crits on an 18 plus.
Really?
Yep, rapier crits on 18 plus, and that is another crit,
Nice.
which does stack in Pathfinder. What the fuck?
You're dead. 3 crits, instant death.
2 crits.
Your first one, the second one, and the third one.
The third one wasn't properly confirmed.
You don't need to confirm the third one. But I will not argue this because this is player character.
Okay. I'm gonna have to search something real quick and...
I'm sorry. But that's how I've heard it.
I don't in vanilla Pathfinder crits do not stack. That's kind of how I've been doing it.
But since I've allowed all the third-party stuff, all the third-party rules have to come with it. Let me... Okay, so how does that work? Ah, she's not next to you, damn it. Oh, jeez. There's nothing I can do about this. Because she's not adjacent. You see, part of the reason why she drinks is she actually has one of the brawler archetypes that gives her a crap ton of shit when she takes a drink. I believe it's called Tavern Brawler. So she takes a drink, and through Tavern Brawler, she gets 3 different combat feats. Unfortunately, all the combat feats that actually help for this situation you have to be adjacent. What is your constitution modifier?
Mine 3.
Did it put a Y on the end of that? I need to double check the death rules. I haven't actually had this come up before in any of the campaigns that I've played.
Oh, keep checking critical hit stuff.
Let's see. Let's see. Okay, good. There isn't an insta-death thing in Pathfinder.
Huh.
I thought that if you went below your constitution score in negatives, your character was just automatically dead, and there isn't anything like that in Pathfinder.
Oh?
If
What's the rules for
you...
Pathfinder?
It's actually not. I looked on the PSFRD. I double-checked to be sure. And all you get is once you hit negative hit points, you go into dying, where you have to make constitution saving throws to become stable. The character takes a penalty on this roll equal to the negative hit point total. A character that is stable does not need to make this check. Natural 20, automatic success. If the character fails this check, they lose 1 hit point. If a dying character reaches... A dying creature has an amount of negative hit points. Oh, yeah. If it's equal to the constitution score, it dies. There it is at the very end.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Fucking roll 20. Why?
Why'd you have to roll so well, huh?
I wasn't trying to. This never happens. Literally, you could ask anyone else in all the other games that I've DM'd. I never get these kind of rolls. My rolls always end up in favor of the players. Uh, well then. I feel so bad.
Pulling up a PDF of fucking
Oh.
core rulebook.
what is what is the normal crit modifier of a rapier?
I believe it's ×2. It might be ×3. So
Right.
with
I mean, with the double crit, just increase the modifier by 1 because I mean that it might not seem like a lot, but on a rapier that is pretty good. ×3.
but remember, this has to be a thing that stacks each time a crit is successfully rolled in a row. So even if the first one's a proper crit at ×2, the second one would make it ×3, the third one would have made it ×4.
But I mean, with the damage, which was how much?
Let me look up a rapier so that way I'm not just talking out of my ass. Because for whatever reason, the sheet doesn't give me its crit range. Okay, it is ×2.
Right. I mean, if it went up to ×4, that's 20 damage. What's your HP, Nedla?
She would survive if it's a ×4 on 6 HP. She would be unconscious because if you take more than half your health and damage, you have to sit here and deal with that.
Huh.
What's that?
And look at core book stuff. Pulled up a PDF of the actual book just to make sure. Does main book PDF? Main book doesn't say that critical stack. So
Yeah.
that's weird. So is it like a third party thing?
Yeah.
That's what I'm double checking. It's
That's
something
what I
that we
said.
it's something that we were doing in my Friday game.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's not in normal Pathfinder. That crit stack.
But I've always heard like you get 3 crits in a row, you instantly kill the target.
That's a meme.
That's a meme?
That's a meme.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Because 90% of the Pathfinder games use that rule I've played in.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That even my Friday game runs these rules.
I've never been in a game where they've actually used that.
Yeah, where crits stack.
You're the weird one here.
I don't know. I've been playing for 4 years.
And I was playing with people that played for like at least 10, so I
Yeah.
made a lot of old.
So, morbid curiosity, what is the actual damage?
The sad thing is that it only pushes you over. Let's see. 5
Are we
would double to 10, which would double again to actually.
Do we? Oh, are we? Are we
Oh,
gonna use the
we're
massive damage rule?
stupid people. We're fucking idiots. You're alive, friend. You're just unconscious from the amount of damage you took in one blow. I forced the third crit to have a confirmation roll because it's the fairest thing to do. It failed. The third one failed its thing. This is only multiplied twice. So it goes from 5 to 10 to 20.
So, I would have 6 HP then.
Yes. But you would be unconscious because you just took a very hard hit that would throw you into unconsciousness.
Oh, we're gonna use the massive damage rolls.
Yes, if you take over half your health in one hit, you...
She needs to make a fort save then.
Yeah, to not fall unconscious.
Well,
Alright, that doesn't pass. It's a DC 15.
Yeah.
eh,
And we're using the nice version.
I don't know why I was sitting here stressing that it was getting multiplied a third time when I straight up stated the third one was not confirmed. So thank the Lord.
I confused you. I
Yes,
used my
because
mind power.
you were constantly telling me 3 crits in a row, you're dead. Oh, jeez. Well, everyone, party hasn't had somebody die yet.
I can't wait for you to cut this segment out.
I can't. This is live, friend.
I know, but don't you record them as well?
No.
Not anymore?
Nope.
Okay.
Why would I record them when I live stream them to Twitch? Twitch automatically records.
But only holds them for 2 months.
Yeah.
huh.
Unless you're a Prime member, in which case they'll keep a backlog for longer. Because you're basically paying for the space at that point. Okay. So friend there is down.
The joys of low level.
That would have flattened out even a level 3 character, so...
That's still low level, so.
Yeah, but standard character starting level is 3. It's the average starting level unless you're playing with advanced players and you give them a much higher level. Even I haven't started at a higher level than 3 yet with all the campaigns I've done, and that's considering the rest of the other people in the party I've been playing for at least 6 years.
I see.
So it's just the average starting level that most people do. Especially if you want a longer campaign.
And then that ends up falling into the hole of I want a longer campaign, but campaigns rarely last that long.
Not with me. I've had a solid campaign going on for over a year already. Going on 2.
What level are you?
We are currently level 7.
Level what? You cut out.
Level 7.
Uh-huh.
That's just because the DMs well, part of that is due to the fact that we've switched DMs as we go, and different DMs have different styles of handing out experience and whatnot. So it's that whole thing to where we probably would be higher level if we would have stuck with one specific DM. But we swap off occasionally just to give the one main DM a break. My Monday games, my Friday games, I mean, my god, they destroy the DM's mind way too much. And yes, I see you, Zombie Slayer. I noticed your message.
What, did someone actually type in chat?
Yes.
There's people watching, my god. I thought we would have driven them out at this point.
No kidding. Alright, so let's have this next one go after our hulking behemoth over there.
Punishment, I see.
What was your AC?
I think it was 17. Yes, it's 17.
That means that's a crit, but it's only a 1 stack.
It's still times 2 damage.
You'll be fine.
It's 8 damage.
8 damage.
Here's this one. He's gonna come over here and he's gonna attack the bird.
Attack the bird. Miss.
What I was gonna say, what is the AC of the bird, but it doesn't even beat a 10, so there's no way it's gonna hit.
I mean, he rolled a 9, but he needs to roll a 14 to actually touch the bird.
Well,
And
he
the
rolled a
bird is-
7, but yes.
Yeah.
He's flanking, don't forget.
Oh yes.
Oh, right.
He is flanking the bird, so that is a +2. Still,
Yeah, he missed.
it's still under a 10, so it doesn't matter.
My bird is amazing, thank you.
So, Ithral.
Hmm. I'll kill that guy. Nah, I'll kill
Yes, we are roaming.
kill him. Whatever. Kill a guy. Power attack as well. So 20 damage? If
That'll
that
miss.
misses. Yeah, I know. I could tell. Outstanding. Of course.
Rennis.
For my action, I'll bravely move over here, touch the dying lady. Use Cure Light Wounds on her.
Alright.
So here's Cure Light Wounds. You heal for 3. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Listen, I've tried my best. And bird will attack this guy.
Alright.
If my bird swift action smites evil, would it work? He'll do it no matter what.
So Smite Evil won't help. These people are more chaotic than they are evil. They're
Yep,
like
so-
they're chaotic neutral. They're willing to go out and kill people for what they want personally, but they're not technically evil.
Alright, so here's his first Talon.
That's a miss.
Second Talon.
That's a miss.
Bite.
That one will hit.
Oh, now it's time for massive damage. 1.
All the damage.
Listen, he's doing better than all of y'all.
The sad thing is that you're not wrong. Well, actually, technically you are. There's one person who's done more, and that's because he stabbed a dog through the brain.
Yep. So everybody aspire to be like Charlie. That's my action. I healed. I set my bird to attack. I hit.
I'm trying to get my Roll20 to stop freezing up on me. Like, it's not my browser, it's actually Roll20. It's partially because my computer's just handling a whole lot of shit. Yeah, it doesn't like me leaving open, because of everything else, it doesn't like me leaving open character sheets, and I just have a bad habit of leaving the NPC character sheet open.
Outstanding.
Alright. That'll miss. Let me see. I'm double checking to see if there's a check that you're able to make to come out of unconsciousness.
I already healed her.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if healing, like, immediately awakens you or not.
Essentially, if they have non-lethal, removes non-lethal and stabilizes them if they're negative. Doesn't bring
Yes,
them back to 0, but
it also doesn't allow them to stand, is the thing. She's unconscious. It gives her more HP and such, but it doesn't actually help her stand up.
So fort safe then?
Alright, so since you're currently unconscious due to massive damage, we're going to run you waking up like as if you were asleep. Because it literally has the exact same status conditions.
Okay, Nut Nightmare. Okay, standing up is a move action.
Well, that's the thing, is that you're still technically unconscious. So, I need you to take a perception.
Perception?
Yes.
Sure. 3.
Okay, you are still asleep. Somebody can wake you up just by using a standard action to awaken you. You know, it's like when somebody gets shot out on the battlefield. Somebody needs to go over and jostle you up. And that's
as
about
someone
how
who's
hard
been
he
shot,
hit you.
it works sometimes.
Yeah. So,
So that being the case, I'm going to actually wake her up then. Hey y'all, you can't be going to sleep like that right now. You need to get on up and actually fight and stuff.
alright. So our friend Cleric is awake. Yeah. So yes, next turn you're going to have to spend your, I believe it's a move action to stand up.
I have a question. Can I spend my standard or full round then helping her stand up?
It already takes a standard to wake her up. Um, so yes, she is technically what is considered prone in Pathfinder, which means she just needs to take a move action to stand up, and just has to be careful because it provokes attacks of opportunity. And there is no aid maneuver to be able to stand her up. Story-wise, yes, you can. Mechanics-wise, there isn't one. That's all I'm saying. I like the character interactions of you waking someone up and helping them back up to their feet. This will still cause an attack of opportunity, and will instead be a full round action rather than just a standard type of thing. But it is something you can do so they're not wasting their move action next turn. On top of that, they wouldn't be the one who's getting the attacks of opportunity, it would be the one who assists. Because you're giving yourself the opening to pick someone up.
Okay.
this is just an in general thing when it for later reasonings and such. Okay. So you have awakened her. Anything else? Arthur?
Yeah, I am. I am still planning on waking her up.
Okay. So she is awake and alert. In pain, and I wouldn't be surprised if, even though she's a paladin, she's a little pissed off.
Yeah, a little.
And I'm pretty sure that's all I can do for my turn action, I believe.
Well, unless you're going to do a disengage, yeah.
Disengage one of my allies is beside me and right behind me. I mean, I could move to a square right there, but what's the point? Might as well be a body in the front.
Okay. It's the puppers. An 18 will hit. 1d4 plus 1. He's nipping at your ankles a little bit.
Rude. Don't like this.
Alright. This touched a nerve.
Ouch.
She's doing things now. What the fuck are these bonuses?
All the
Where
best bonuses. Everything.
Where the fuck is a plus 27 coming from? Excuse me? What?
She hurts. All this is properly done, by the way. I didn't give her any supernatural powers or anything. This is
What
just
fuck-
the strength of a level 20 brawler.
You,
Then why are we needed?
you brought a level what now?
You see, they say handler, but that's why I said the way they put it, she's your handler. Really, what they
handler.
mean is that she's your babysitter.
No, what they mean is wear her meat shields.
No,
Or
because
better yet, her speed bump.
We're her
We're not
speed
even her-
bump. I'm okay with that.
We're not even her speed bump. If anything, we're a pothole.
No, a pothole implies we could do lasting damage.
We
Yes, we
mess
do
up their
lasting damage.
suspension
There's
and their alignment.
uh
Yeah, don't worry, guys. If we pull all our attacks together, we could get like a plus 15.
but yes, this is literally why she sits here, why I've sat here and stated that this isn't her job. This is your guys' job, and why she's only here to make sure that you don't die. That's literally her only job. However, she knows one of you personally. She didn't know that you were going to be here, but she knows one of you personally, and it touched a nerve when they
Yeah.
kind of put her down.
Surprising no one, I am many people's favorite kid sister.
Yeah, she would have done this if any of you had gone down, but now she's a little pissed. They have a pissed off drunk lady on their hands now.
The scariest kind.
Especially when she gets every animal aspect. One of the brawler archetypes allows it that when you take a drink, you gain every animal aspect for a minute. Which in combat is practically forever. Okay, so I need a couple of attacks of opportunity on this guy.
I
By Ithral and Arthur.
Okay.
And the
I didn't
bird.
think it would be me, but never hurts to
Yes.
ask.
And the bird.
Don't forget the bird.
Get him, Birdie.
Oh, that'll hit.
Don't worry, the bird's gonna kill him.
Actually, that great axe cleaves right in two. The bird just happens to snag an eyeball as it falls.
The bird does it.
And Arthur manages to snag the heart as it splits in two. You guys just disassembled this poor prick.
You see, he made the mistake of running.
Oh, he wasn't running. He saw somebody heal someone else, and he was gonna go nip that in the bud.
Yeah,
Yep.
he made the mistake of running through us.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yes, I just have to thank my lord that the bird was there to save me.
Okay. So I need to actually make a check for him real quickly. Because after seeing that display, first his friend's head literally just like flies off its shoulders from this avian pissed off bird lady. Then his other friend gets cleaved in two, has an eye and his heart picked out of his body as it's falling apart. Understandably, he might be, about ready to turn tail. But he still has to make a will save. Because he might just be that stupid. Oh, and by the way, that's a -1. I put in the wrong thing. So that's a 13.
Does that pass the arbitrary DC that you said?
No, it doesn't.
Yay! Finally, roll 20. Side with us.
So his rapier hits the ground, which he had held. There's now a wet spot on the floor as he runs that away.
Coward he be.
This still provokes an
Exactly.
attack of opportunity from the bird.
The bird does not have combat reflexes. I know he is a great warrior, but he's
Oh,
not
Oh,
that
right.
great.
It can only do that once per round.
I don't know what things it has on it. That's why I was saying.
It has weapon finesse,
Okay.
which it used to all the time.
Yep. Well, Ithral, you have a dog and another idiot over there.
Don't the idiot. Is slightly more threatening.
Until he doesn't exist anymore.
Yes.
Rennis.
I help the lady up so she can kill stuff on her turn. That'll be my full round.
Yay!
Alright.
And
There's
the bird
nothing
will-
nearby for attacking
bird will 5 foot-
opportunity.
5-foot step. Would the bird be flanking?
No. Wait.
All right. Bird
Yes. Yes.
Because he's large.
Exactly. Due to
Bird-
his size, you're able to draw a line between the bird and a
Mhm.
portion of his character.
Charlie will full round. I mean, and because he took a 5-foot step, that means he gets all of his stuff.
Because you get a free
Nice.
5-foot step.
The bird, I assume those miss.
Yes. Wait, no. This
Uh,
is the dog, not a bandit. 13. No,
And-
that'll hit.
And here's the last bite. So how many of those hit?
2 of those hit. The first talon does not.
Okay. So much damage.
The dog is
Six-
still standing.
No, you should have smited evil. It's alright. We all make mistakes. That's all.
Zelda.
You know what the funny
Oh,
funny thing is the bird only has 5 HP.
The dog has 6.
Hmm.
the bird.
I had forgotten that because I'm a large creature, I have a 10-foot reach.
That's right. Well,
Yeah.
luckily you don't have combat reflexes, so it wouldn't have mattered with him retreating anyway.
Yeah. That's combat reflex.
Yeah, I can do something this round.
Yay!
Okay, mechanics question. Is it possible to make the dog not hostile via animal handling?
It is.
I would like to do that, please.
You can go try and do that.
Okay, she's going to move up. Oh, calm down, boy. I'm not gonna hurt you. I might even heal you a little. Just don't bite me. She's going to kneel down and try petting it. And 27 on her animal handle.
That was a good roll.
Yes. Who's a good boy? You deserve better than these bad men. Yes, you do.
Well, we're about to find out what the dog does.
Trying to see
I'm
if
sorry.
there's just checking for a proper DC.
It's no longer the dog. It's our dog.
Exactly.
Oh, I know why I can't find it. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I'll send you the DC.
I know what thing
There.
I was looking for. I think it was Wild Empathy that has the DCs for him. Yeah. Alright. So, where is your hit die?
Wild empathy requires you to have like a full-on minute.
Technically, you guys do. Everything's dead, and except for one guy
Or run away.
who ran for his life.
who hopefully, my more healthy friends could go after.
I'm good. Ernest is
Yeah,
not
but we
that
don't know if
fast.
there's more of them in here.
Well, you guys were warned that it wasn't just a small group, and that was only 4 people. Although you're pretty sure anything living in the cave now knows that you guys are here, considering how the other guy fled. I feel stupid because I can't find the fucking hit dice of this canine. Like, everything else, when I look at this thing, I can quickly find the hit dice. Okay. There was 2 dogs roaming.
Yeah.
One that got skewered through the
Unfortunately,
brain, and the other one which
yeah.
hadn't been hit yet.
Until the bird came along.
Yeah. And then the
Which is
bird
why I
took it down to
checked
1
up, is this
HP.
even possible?
The sad thing is that it actually makes it more possible, technically.
Yeah, we're cowering it.
Yeah. It's now injured, it's scared, it's technically alone.
Oh, poor boy.
You yourself have shown this dog no harm. In fact, from the dog's kind of perspective, the bird might not even belong to any of you.
Charlie's his own person, okay? He's only my friend.
So, this dog doesn't know what the fuck. And now you come along, you show it kindness and friendship, and we'll say that a couple minutes pass by for it to warm up to, rather than just a minute, which is what it's stated to take. Due to its condition, it takes longer, essentially.
Okay, if we're out of combat, can I do some things?
Yes, you are out of combat.
She would like to lay hands onto the dog. Like you put it out, it does not have that much HP.
Yes.
Okay, what is my healing list? It's 1d6 for every 2 levels. Oh no, that's for undead. No, I'm pretty sure the dog's alive. Okay, it's half my paladin level plus my charisma, so it gets 5 HP back.
Hey, it's back up to full.
Aw, good boy. Or is it a boy? I just made an assumption. It might be a girl.
Emergency rations.
It is whatever you want it to be because it doesn't know.
I'm just gonna say boy then. Assume my first guess was right.
So, on a 100 or 1, I was gonna let you decide because it's technically your dog now.
So this is the transgender.
Is it a wolf or is it a pug? It was a 1, so can we decide it's actually a pug?
It's a pug, and I'd kill it. Put it
No.
out with mercy.
No killing.
We did that to that
He
dog.
will
Reed.
bite you.
Thanks. Oh, he can
It's
try.
actually-
He already
actually-
did.
It's actually a pug with lycanthropy, so it can turn into a werewolf.
Exactly.
Let's
Then
see.
I would have lycanthropy because he bit me, so I gotta kill it.
Nah, you still fucked.
Yeah,
You
but it
know?
doesn't change. I gotta kill it.
Now I'm zooming in trying to see what kind of dog it does look like. One moment.
Oh, I can do that with an overhead thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, for some reason, all dog breeds escape me. Awesome.
German Shepherd. No, it's not like
Thank
a German
you.
Shepherd.
Yeah.
Hard to believe English is my first language.
I don't believe in English. Rennis will walk over to Charlie the bird and he'll say, "Hey, thank you for honoring the contract." And he'll open a door out of nowhere and tell him to go back to his world.
Looks over. Was that the eagle, or is that something else?
That was the eagle. Yes, I have
Okay.
more friends.
Oh,
Do you need another dog? It can only last for 2 minutes, but good help.
not right now. I think we might be good with this one. If she's like scratching dog like that, does it look like it has a collar? Maybe some way to see if it has a name?
It does not.
Oh.
It does seem to be in relatively good health. Like, they actually did take care of it, and they did, for the most part, care. But, you know, it's mainly meant for them to be able to, you know, do very specific things with, so they didn't bother with names or things like that.
All right.
That was very bad for us.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So, for sake of making this later, because it is going to be with you guys now, we're going to consider this a ranger's hound, which can literally be any kind of breed,
Ah,
but it's definitely not a small dog. I was running this off of a medium dog panel, so it
Okay.
couldn't be a pug, because that's a tiny dog breed.
What about a
Yeah.
pug with lycanthropy? It can only affect the
It
dog.
does not have lycanthropy.
like I said, if it's a pug, I'm killing it. We all put it out of its misery.
No.
Listen, if
You're
it's a
not
pug,
killing
it'll
the
die.
dog. She will fight
Listen.
you. I'm kind of not joking.
Listen, if it's a pug, it'll die in a few days because we don't have the proper medical knowledge to actually keep it alive.
Yes,
I-
but are pugs in this verse the inbred monsters they are in the real world?
Yes,
That
dog
depends.
breeds move directly over.
Okay.
They've been
That's sad.
inbred. We did that to them.
I
We
know.
did that to them.
Let me have
Because
my
again,
perfect.
if you find old pictures of them, they look actually fairly healthy.
Well, if you get the normal ones that actually have muzzles,
Mm-hmm.
but that's people retroactively trying to fix them.
True.
I remember my aunt had a pug, and she would always struggle because the pug's eye would pop out of its socket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good to look at. But that pug was the nicest dog in the world.
Aw.
Well, um, so after you heal the dog and you two become friends,
Aw.
Saras is gonna walk over and hand you a potion of cure serious wounds.
Oh, thank you. Hug, sir.
Just be careful. She pats you on
Yes.
the head.
Okay, what kind of healing is
It
that?
heals 3d8 plus 5.
Awesome. An moment as I enter that. 14. Very nice.
All right, good run, everybody. It was nice to see you all in action. Everybody, give yourself a pat on the back and go back to the job at hand.
All right. Does the dog look like it's capable of tracking?
Oh yes, ranger dogs actually have the additional thing of tireless tracker.
Okay, going to kneel down again. Hmm. You know the human that was with you? Think you can find him?
One sec, let me actually get back up the sheet and I'll actually send this over to you so you can operate the rules for it because, as I stated, it is yours. It will not
Aw.
gain levels because you don't have the feat to make it a proper animal companion.
Not yet.
So it will remain at this skill level until you do.
Okay, I has message. Yes, I would like to open that. That is why I clicked on the link.
All right. So yes, it
Okay.
has really good perception. And it gains an extra 5 to perception when it is tracking via scent. So to track something
Beautiful.
by scent, it has a plus 13.
Nice. Let's see if he can do this then.
Oh, and don't worry, Story. If I already see where this is going to be going with Nelda, and she is going to end up our Disney princess with all the animals.
She might.
We'll see about that.
Well, when this is done, she will probably try to find this one a nice home, but 16 on the tracking.
Look, I'm not to say anything, but what I'm going to say, you shouldn't let good meat go to waste.
Looks horrified at you.
This is normal for Trox, sadly, so can't even be that upset by it.
I wrote lore for him, so in about 3 minutes, so that's what you get. Because you wanted lore for your world, so I made a major event, so...
That's perfectly fine. I'm just saying that that's just kind of what happens.
Especially when you're like a slave soldier for a while, so...
Yeah, I mean, the Trox were literally enslaved at one point, so them just being like, you know, don't let good meat go to waste, that's an actual Trox thing. It's not just his specific character. All Trox will see it that way to where, you know, you can be useful for something, but at the end of the day, you might just end up meat on my plate. It's what happens when you're turned slave.
Yay.
Yep, looks like our pupper's moving.
So, yeah, you guys are able to easily follow him. He just leads you right here. So, you are able to just kind of move over here. Just kind of skipping all the slow in between because there's no traps or anything.
Cool. Hey there. We need to talk.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Okay.
Also, good boy. Very good boy.
He wags tail happily. He's literally huddled in a corner, just detached from the world right now.
Alright. I'll make it quick.
You can get information from him.
Exactly. And maybe someone more intimidating should try that.
I'm somewhat intimidating. Yes, I'm very intimidating. Sometimes they call me Renus the Menace. When he looks blank, just a blank stare, he's like, I'm. That's a lie. Nobody called me Renus the Menace. Nobody even. I apologize. But I'll talk to him. He's just looking blankly at the wall.
He's literally curled up in fetal position, staring at the wall, just praying that.
Well, now she feels bad.
I'll create water on top of him to wake him up.
Oh no, he's fully aware that you guys are here.
Yeah, but just there.
He's
Just
just very much terrified.
Listen, sir. My name is. My friends here want to kill you, and I have nothing against that. To be honest. So how about this? We don't break your fingers or your legs, and you tell us where your friends are and how many there are. Yes? Deal?
Make that
And are there
intimidate.
dinosaurs?
Intimidate?
Still have to make the intimidate.
Yep. I have 1 rank in it. I'm awesome at it.
Woo!
18?
Oh, you actually rolled really well. Nice.
So I'm also going to assist in my own intimidation, as I realized that as well. Could have rolled better.
Let's see. So let's roll a quick will save, because he has no sense motive. Wow, he actually rolled really good. But still not high enough to beat your intimidate. Considering what he
No.
saw before. This is basically
Yeah,
whether
this makes
he...
sense.
Yeah, literally it's just, does he muster up the courage to try to fight back, or not? That's literally what this was. So he was almost not intimidated by Redis, but then he saw Ithral Maul and remembered what happened to the other person.
Exactly.
Because, like, he sees you two, the paladin that went down in 1 hit, and this person who's a healer. He didn't see you summon the bird, so all that he knows is that you're capable of healing. So for all he knows, you're a cleric too.
I called the birds. I called 3 birds.
But in the mind of a terrified person, it's just, I saw him heal. He's a cleric or he's a paladin. I don't know, but he might hurt. But then again, he also doesn't look all that healthy.
Excuse me, I am very healthy. I walk 10 minutes every day.
Again, this is his mindset. So he sees you two. You're not the most intimidating to him. But then he
No.
sees Ithral and remembers exactly what happened before. Done.
So we beat him up now, right?
Does he tell us everything?
So I'm going to be revealing a lot of stuff on the map.
Or do we need to ruin his carpet?
He already
I
ruined the
think
carpet.
they ruined their own carpet already.
Twaps. Saw blades.
Fire.
He literally draws out a rough sketch of the area of
He
the
tells us about his friends. He gives
cave.
us their resumes.
This is the number, this is where they're positioned, this is how certain tactics are supposed to run.
He's like, if you notice, this guy listed his mother as his reference. He's our disability hire.
He also points one out specifically, which he labels with a skull. and there's a marker on him on the map. As that being their leader,
All right.
so there you go, friends.
We're gonna avoid the entire dungeon and go around. So there's only one way to get to the. So we need to stand over here to cut off their way to the dinosaurs, so they can't access.
Shoot, I missed one. I missed a trap.
Thanks. Are the dinosaurs locked up?
Yes.
Okay, so we need to essentially attack them from over here and stop them from getting close to the dinosaurs. That should be our priority.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you guys proceed?
Well, lads, useful bit of info is, I mean, I could just make us some tunnels through these walls. Just go through a wall, go straight for the leader.
And what happens when the others flank us?
They didn't do it in this last fight.
I mean, that's different. That's the welcome party. If you're going straight to the leader, reacting.
So, yes,
Well,
if you attack anyone in the vicinity up center, there's actually meant to be two parties that are able to easily join if things start going south for them.
Alright, then we go with fucking assault and death then until each group one by one.
This is why you were warned at the very beginning that these bandits are clever. It doesn't mean that they're the smartest in the world, but at least one of them does have a semblance of understanding of tactics and things like that.
So are we going with the whittle them down strategy then?
Yeah. So go after this first, and then work our way up. Try to cut them off over here. You guys. Essentially, we don't want them to let out the dinosaurs. Really.
What kind of dinosaurs are they? Are they meat eaters? Are they plant eaters?
Oh no, they're meat eaters.
Okay.
Well, we could go up the left, deal with that big group at the
So
top.
I just want to kind of, because you're new to Pathfinder, Nelda, since you were given their exact name, you would actually be able to get information on them to an extent.
Hey.
So just as a fair warning, these things are considered a CR3 each. The bandits that you were fighting are considered half a CR.
Okay, so we don't want to fight them.
No, they are technically 6 times more deadly than the bandits.
Mm-mm.
Well, we could go up the left and deal with that big group there. Or we can deal with this 5-man group down here real quick.
From the layout of stuff that you see that that one's relatively closed off from everything. Like, it's separated from the other three groups that are up top, to where there's not meant to be much communication between them, aside from a warning that there's, like, enemies or whatnot.
Yes, if we had just blundered straight ahead into 1, 2, 3 different traps.
Arthur, do you have some sort of explosive device?
No, I do not. I'm more of a builder, not a bomb maker.
Can you build a bomb?
I mean, I could. I never tried though, but I could give it a shot.
So we're all gonna go after these guys?
I guess. Either those dies or top left dies.
I prefer doing the 5 at the bottom that's isolated first, so
Yeah.
we don't have to deal with them afterwards.
Yep.
Also, we don't have to maneuver around traps to get to them.
We don't have to maneuver around traps to get to the top left group either.
There's spikes there. There's the guillotine thing there.
I can burrow
Which-
20 feet. I can literally make you a tunnel.
Oh, neat.
So we don't need to worry about those traps.
I'm fine with doing whatever.
Same. How long does your burrow tunneling thing take?
6 seconds.
And how much noise does it make?
Depends on how fast I go, I guess. But 20 feet around. But 4 dies and a dog are easier than 5 dies. For either option. Yeah, we could do this. That might work. We can go for these dies. Then go and deal with
The group up top?
up top. Then we kill small group
That
and then
group.
we
And then finally, the bosses.
yes.
What's the chance of them critting like that again?
Low.
Let's see, 5% for a 20. 5% to get another 20. And then another 5% chance to get another. So plus math, whatever. Let's go kill.
Yay!
Let's see. Figure 1 over 20 comes 1 over 400.
It's 1 out of 400. Two net 20s in a row.
Actually, it's 1 in 8,000,
Yep, that's 3.
which is what I got in a row. It's literally a 1 in 8,000 chance. You got the most unlucky.
Hey, I have luck, just not the kind you want.
So we know they're right there, but we just can't quite see them, right?
Yes. Give me a sec. I'm going to make a token for this canine that will actually be movable by you guys. Well,
Aw.
by Nelda. If roll 20, it will not sit here and freeze up. Roll 20. I know you hate the character sheets. Well, I am doing everything else.
Out of character, what is it to tie someone up? I remember there was rules for it. I just don't remember what they are. Because this guy has surrendered, but her lawful good is kicking in. He's already done. I'd rather not kill someone that surrenders.
So to escape you bind them up, and to escape he has to roll 10 plus your CMB or something like that.
In an escape artist check.
Yep.
Yeah. Either way, at most, he might worm his way out of the cave, trying to flee even further. But that's at worst.
Okay.
He would not come after you guys or anything. He is...
I mean, you say that, but 1 year game time from now.
That's...
He tracks us down with his own crime syndicate.
So how many of you guys have ranged weapons?
I have nothing at the moment.
I have a crossbow.
You think someone said they looted while I was doing RP stuff?
Yeah, but he was looking for very specific objects.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, he stated
Because they
that
had bows, and I would not mind have taken one.
Yeah.
Or borrowed in this case.
Yeah. He strictly stated that he was looting the bodies for anything that could be used for him making his items.
Either monetary value to get gold to make items, and/or little like baubles, buckles, buttons that be used for like trinkets and stuff.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, does our guy in the corner have anything weapon-wise on him?
He has a rapier and a longbow, just like everybody else.
She is going to, air quotes, borrow his longbow and quiver of arrows.
Okay, so you have a longbow.
And then, they will turn him loose.
So you now have a longbow and...
Nice.
20 arrows.
Thank you.
Also, as far as monetary value goes, you probably would have picked up the other 3 longbows, as each longbow has a worth of 75 gold pieces to purchase
they're
it.
not cheap weapons.
Because as an artificer, I'm gonna need all the gold I can get.
You can make things. Awesome.
Yeah, you would have left the rapiers behind as they're only 20 gold. Not enough for you to actually bother with them.
He says, where a peasant has never seen a 20 gold coin before.
Yeah, but you're adventurers. You started out
Yeah.
with 1,000 gold at that. Besides which, you would have to sell these, and you're not going to get 20 gold at sell price.
Right, but I could probably maybe if I persuade the buyer hard enough, I can might maybe get 8 to 10, which is still not bad.
No, but it's barely a drop in the bucket for what you need.
I mean, but any drop in the bucket helps.
Well, you see, if we had a wizard, you sell those, and then he can use that money to make scrolls.
I can make scrolls. I can make scrolls too.
Yeah, and they only cost like 1 gold to make. And not 1 gold, like 12 gold to make for level 1 spells.
And they cost a pretty penny.
Well, I played artificers before, so
Yeah,
Not-
they're not much, but it's mostly depending on player level and the spell level and stuff. It's
Yeah.
about 12.5 gold, so for a level 1 scroll. Anyway, Arthur, you gotta move up before I start shooting at these boys.
Yep.
give me a second. It's a little bit rough killing all these items and what's not, but you know,
Oh, right. I can
part of
search
the
your Roll20
part of the
for
life.
that. Sorry.
So if you're looking for the damage of a longbow, it's 1d8.
1d8. Thank you. No, I want to type. Okay, it's down lower.
And actually, a correction, since these are composite longbows, it's actually 100 gold each.
Nice.
What kind of deposit longbow is it? Oh, just the +0 one?
Yeah.
Wow. Ah, yes. The +0 composite longbow. I'm gonna spend 25 extra gold for extra 10 feet of range.
Hey, you might need that one day, you know? One day.
One day.
Like a 1 in 8,000 chance you might need that.
Yeah, see, these things have to be at minimum a +1, at most a +1, and a minimum of 0, considering the bandits wielding them have a strength of 13. So they can't be really good longbows.
Pathetic.
No extra damage modifier on ranged weapons. Alright.
There it is. It's longbow comic composite. Okay, it's still just a d8, range 100.
I'm just gonna start lining up the shot on these pathetic humans.
So, everyone, with how long combat takes, I'm going to say that we're going to hold off this particular one until our next session, as we only have about half an hour left to play this week. It's already almost 5 o'clock my time, and I need to be free by 6, so 5:30 is the latest we can play, and unless you guys actually manage to start getting stuff, which with their AC 17 isn't the easiest thing in the world.
Man, they're all in heavy armor?
They all
Or they
have
got
AC
medi-
17. It doesn't actually tell you what armor they have on them.
Weird. Do
If
they have
it's bend,
shields?
uh,
Do they have
then that's
shields?
usually.
They get +3 from armor, 2 from dex, 1 from the dodge ability, from the dodge feat, and 1 from shield. And where they're getting a shield from when they don't actually have. Oh! Okay, so here's all the stuff that you can take. You could take leather. Okay, so I'm going to just.
Look. We just form a firing line
So
and
here's all the gear that was on them. Those that died. This is how they get to an AC 17. Studded leather armor plus a buckler plus 2 from dex. No, they do not carry around a light horse. It just means that they should have horses, but they don't.
oh, they have +1
Yeah, it
longbows.
is a +1 longbow of strength.
Interesting.
Well, that changes things. Now it's 200 gold coins for a bow.
Yeah, so it's 1d8 +1. So we need to add a +1 to the longbow that Nelda is holding.
Okay.
Which now has a minimum strength requirement of 12.
Don't worry, guys. I'll pick up
I
a
have
longbow
that.
too. I'm not proficient in them, but I'll use one.
The only one I could afford because of, armor expenses and other things I need to buy was
Yeah, I
I
feel
picked-
your pain.
I picked up a +3 longbow, so
Ooh.
but I can at least get a +5.
Yep. Well, this is where we're going to call it for this week because, again, we only have half an hour, and unless you guys get lucky enough to manage to hit through the AC 17 with current attack bonuses, isn't the most likely in the world.
Just give me a level.
You guys will get a level after this is done, after this entire mission's done.
Nice.
How much do I need to bribe?
Sorry,
My wife
there's
is at
no
home. I have a
bribing.
bank account.
Sorry, but that doesn't work with me.
Open up your PayPal.
I don't have a PayPal. I don't even
I'll
have a
make one.
credit card.
Open up your Cash App.
I don't have
Listen,
a
I'll
Cash App.
send you a credit. Would you like my credit card?
Oh.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next week we'll be able to jump into this. You guys already have an idea of where you're going after this. You're gonna go up to the top right corner, wipe those people out. So
Isn't it in 2 weeks?
yes, 2 weeks. My bad. This is played every other week. habits of generally playing weekly games, but with all the
Yeah.
games I have going on and DMing them all, I need the
Yeah,
extra time.
understandable. To not
All
die.
I asked for is I want kind of a list of house rules you're using, just so I can reference them myself.
So that's the thing, is that the only ones that I know that are actually house rules, some of them I'm just learning are house rules because I've seen them everywhere, are the crits that stack. Some house rules we make on the fly, like we did with people being able to help up other people from prone. That's actually not an action you're able to make.
Yeah.
But for the rule of liking character interactions, yes, have at it.
And I meant the one like stacking crits, just so I can know how
Yeah.
fucked I am in a situation.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't,
Yeah.
because I see them used everywhere, so I don't even know which ones that I'm using that are house rules or not. So it
Well-
won't even be until we get to something that's a house rule that you find out it's a house rule.
Like the initiative is the not one on initiative is a house rule, because this was the second time I ever encountered it.
I've seen it in every Pathfinder game I've ever watched or played in.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Nat 20 always going first.
Well, I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Good session.
Thank you, everybody who joined us for watching. And I hope to see you again in 2 weeks for the next session.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.